Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is January 12, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. And what you're going to notice here as soon as the screen pops up is that the futures are up about 3 points on the session. However, they were sharply higher around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning and have suddenly rolled over. What's the reason for the rollover, you may ask? Well, it's not news per se, but what it is a rollover in the dollar yen. And I've been talking about this for years, a couple of years now. When the dollar yen moves lower, the stock market moves lower. And you can see the dollar yen has rolled over exactly around the same time, peaked around 5, 6 a.m. And then you can see how this has rolled over and the S&P 500 E-mini futures have followed suit. So again, I know everybody's going to talk about the euro. They're going to talk about jobs. They're going to talk about all these different things. Watch the dollar yen. That is the currency pair that is moving stock markets for the last 2.5 years. Keep that front and center on your radar. All right, let's get into some stocks in the news. First one we're going to start off with is TIF. Name is Tiffany's. Everybody heard of this high-end company? Right now the stock is trading at $95.50. It closed at $103.49. That is a shellacking. I will have levels for Tiffany in the intraday stock chat room at 9 a.m. So we will be looking to play this stock at some point today. Come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. See what we're going to do with this one, but we have levels worked out for this trade already. Next one on my radar is going to be Burlington. And I do not mean the railroad. I'm talking about Burlington Stores, the retailer. Stock is trading at $50.10, closed at $48 and a penny. This is a pretty solid pop. I still think the stock could have some more upside on the daily chart. It is getting very overbought and extended, but when I look at my calculations, I'm going to give the stock the upside bias to around $53.50 to $54. That's ultimately where it wants to go. That doesn't mean it's going to get there today, but this is still a pretty strong stock and you want to respect it in the near term. Let's take a look at another retailer here, Lululemon. Stock is catching a pretty good bid, closed at $58.63. Now trading at $62. Went above $64 this morning. I think this is way overbought already, way extended. I might be able to carve out some levels to play this on the short side once the opening bell rings, but that level would be more around $65. So either way, I'm going to try to have levels worked out for Lululemon. I have not done them yet, but potentially we could play this on the short side if it does pop one more time. But I see very little upside past the $64, $65 level for Lululemon. So if you own it, trail your stop loss. That's the best way to play it. Let's take a look at TKMR. TKMR is Techmira Pharmaceuticals. Yes, you know them because of the Ebola drug, but it looks like they bought a company today and the market likes it. Stock closed at $15.70, now trading at $23.28. I honestly don't see much upside here at all. If you own it, I would be looking to take off some profits or trail your stop loss, one or the other, but I would not be a buyer of this stock at this price, at this level, at this time. Leave it alone. Let's take a look at BristolMyers. It looks like they have a lung cancer drug that showed some good results. Stock is trading at $64.20. It is a little bit overbought here at these levels, so if you own it, start trailing the stop loss. It can go a little bit higher, I suppose. I would not short it or get in front of it. Generally, a stock like this, which had a pretty good move, can go higher. So if you own it, trail your stop loss. Big time resistance around $67 though, but Bristol-Myers definitely showing strength. If you own it, trail your stop loss or look to lock in some gains, but I would not be shorting the stock yet. Let's take a look here at SanDisk, SNDK, everybody's favorite semiconductor play. Stock is getting absolutely hammered this morning. I have gap levels for this one. I will post it up in the chat room. Now, SanDisk closed at $97.04. It's trading at $88.50. Company guided lower. They said some other things. This is not a pretty picture, but I will have tradable levels for us in the intraday stock chat room for SanDisk in a little while. So, again, keep that on the radar today. That will be in play. Let's take a look here at Express, EXPR. This is another retailer. Stock is trading at 1470. Did trade as high as 1540 in the pre-market here. I don't think it gets much above the 1525, 1550 level. So again, if you own this one, trail your stop loss. We'll look to play this potentially sometime during the course of the trading day. If the stock rallies back up to around the 1550 level, I think there's still a ton of resistance there. I really don't see much more upside, as I said. We may look to short it there at that level, but I'm not 100% sure. We have to look at the pattern as it unfolds. Once we see that, we'll know more. Another stock in the news today is Caesar. It looks like bondholders are trying to push this company into involuntary bankruptcy. Right now the stock is trading at 1380, but be careful. This is going to be a mover today. We'll see where it trades down to or trades up to. I'm not sure how this is going to play out, but this is one that's going to be a mover today. You're going to want to keep it on your radar at some point. So CZR, which is Caesar Entertainment, again, getting pushed. At least bondholders are trying to push it into involuntary bankruptcy. So we'll see how this thing plays out. We'll probably see a little bit of early weakness, and then we'll see how this shakes out. But this is one that I will be looking at for potential scalps today once the opening bell rings. Now, looking at the gold market, gold is up another $6.40 to $1,222.50. So if you take a look at the GLD, showing decent strength today, right at 117.50. There's still a fair amount of resistance around 118.70. So if it goes up another dollar on the GLD, there's definitely some resistance there that you want to take note of. But here's the big news: crude oil. Crude oil is trading down $1.80 right now to 46.55. If you take a look at spot crude right now, it is getting hammered, trading lower by 3.7%. If you take a look at the all-important USO, which is a good way to trade light sweet crude, you're going to see that this is making fresh new lows. Be careful with oil. It has not given us a bottom yet. You need to see a bottom before you can trade against it. This way you have a defined stop loss. That's what traders do. That's what you want to do. Right now, oil is showing me nothing that it has put in a defined bottom. So be very, very careful. Energy stocks could be under pressure today. Right now I'm looking at ExxonMobil trading at around 91.30. That is definitely down from its 92.10 close on Friday. So it looks like energy stocks will be under the gun today. Be careful with all energy plays. Like I said, there's no bottom in oil yet. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day. Again, we got some decent moving stocks, decent market, decent volatility. Earnings season is coming upon us this week. We also have options expiration on Friday, so this makes it a real shark week. The institutions will be out there in the prowl to try to get everybody, so be a little bit careful here this trading week. Make sure you take the best scenarios. Make sure you use the in-the-money stocks methodology, and that's what's going to make you money overall. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.